to the first episode of Tomb of Annihilation. We did character creation last week. I hope you came and saw that. It will be up on my YouTube channel soon if you haven't. And why don't we start with everyone sort of introducing their character again really quick. Let's start with, who wants to go first? I'll let you guys pick which order.
You're asking a lot.
Apparently. Kane, why don't you start?
Okay. So I will be playing Elgin Vakis, who is a Githzerai warlock who was abandoned on Faerun. Adopted by, I believe it was a human family, we decided, but I don't recall. Because it wasn't important to him, because they're prime people, and they're just kind of, they helped, but their time is done. He is still faithful to his theater troupe, who he ran away from home with, if it's convenient. He is good. He's chaotic good. So he's not a total greedy bastard, but that's one of his driving motivations. And he, as a warlock, has pledged himself to an old one to try and find a way back to Limbo.
Nice. Who wants to go second?
Okay, I will. I am playing an Eladrin ranger named Liaden Yezra. All you need to know about me is that I don't run from evil. Evil runs from me.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go with Pegasus Rider.
I am playing a changeling cleric named Echo. I have a variety of faces that I use. And I follow the trickster goddess, the trickster god, the Traveler.
Wonderful. Wormet, are you here to introduce your character?
I am.
Okay, tell us about him.
My character identifies as female. A wood elf monk, anthropologist, the study of knowledge. Naturally, we would have been sorted into Ravenclaw if we were in that world. I super, super, super love halflings, and I identify as a halfling in my heart.
Or Matt, what your name is?
Nesta Green Hollow.
Thank you.
And I've lived a lot of life.
Yes, many life events have happened.
There's been a lot of life. The highlights was I totally got charged with murder, but I didn't do it. I've been injured a lot. I've battled a lot. I've met important people. I've pissed them off. Some people, I don't think anybody's pissed me off. I think it's just me. And I really dig owlbears. We're really tight.
They're so cuddly.
Yeah. So I used to live in a monastery in the Feywild, and we've just been tight with the owlbears for generations and generations. And my master wasn't a douche. He was actually like kind and generous, even though I never met his expectations. Little things like that. There's a worm that slithered downstairs to get a drink and is running back with my work water cup. Turkey.
Sorry about that. I went to drink my water and realized I hadn't filled it up.
No.
Okay.
I was just scolding you for using my my work water cup.
You mean the water cup you bought me for work?
Oh, I thought it was my water cup.
No, it's the big purple one that costs less
All
than
right.
the blue one. Okay.
All right.
Nosi, did you introduce your character while I was gone?
Nope. Wormet was talking about owl bears and how much we all love them because they're cuddly.
Why don't
Such owl.
Why don't you introduce your character real quick then?
Oria Mariel is basically a trust fund elf, and she came from a well-to-do family and was kind of bored with that, so she decided to become a thief because why not? You know, the rich need more money, I guess. And she went on adventures, and even though she doesn't mean to cause people trouble, she seems to cause people trouble, so she's pissed off a lot of other adventurers. And right now she's just trying to avoid them because it's super awkward. And the Thieves Guild really wants her to join, but she really doesn't want to because, screw, organized stuff.
Screw that organization.
Yeah,
No, see, is she a high elf?
She is. She's a sun elf, actually.
Okay.
Okay. So I think that is everything.
My character sheet looks different than last week. They've added an exhaustion level.
Yeah.
Yes, I put that in notes. There are several options that we were using that you have to opt into in the settings, so I did that for everyone.
What exactly is that?
So one of the things that it's going to do is if you guys get levels of exhaustion, which you might, it will now show up for you and give you a really awesome, this is what happens at each layer. So, because at each
You know the
level of
important things.
exhaustion, different things happen.
I like how mine says in bright red letters encumbered.
Yes, almost
feel like
everybody says that.
It's judging me.
It is.
That's why we have some needs that need to be taken care of.
Well, we found out that Elgin is not actually encumbered. Just his 20 bolts were weighing 20 times as much as they should.
Oh,
Haha.
well, the rest of us have needs.
Yeah, I need to add my backpack stuff so I can find out if I'm in.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Are you calling me weak? Oh.
Yes, I really am. Here, I
We
will
are
even
strong.
Because our
show
DM
to.
chose the most restrictive encumbrance ever.
It's the one we had last time.
I don't think either of us knew that, so we were both using the regular encumbrance.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
Which
it
makes
worked.
So in fairness, I don't think I was carrying much, and I didn't wear armor.
You
So
would
and I
have
was
never been encumbered.
and I was
probably would have
hella
been.
strong. So
Yeah. I had no problem believing that Pip was never even close to encumbered. The big difference between this game and last game is in last game we had 2 characters with really high strength. This game we have 0 characters with high strength. I think our highest is 12.
jeez.
I think our range goes from from 7 to 12.
We have other strengths.
Oh no, my strength. I have 13 in strength.
Oh, you have a 13.
I am the strongest.
yep.
Muscle right now, guys. It's great.
I
My
don't have any
strength,
muscles.
my strength is 7.
Oh.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did some chicanery, and I got my athletics up to +2 through proficiencies. But yeah, don't rely on me.
I think you might be muted, Nosi, because I think you're coming through Kane's speakers, not your own.
I wasn't muted a second ago. Oh, microphone moved. Sorry.
There we go.
I
And
was
you're
not
back.
muted, though. I said through some chicanery and proficiency clicking and stuff, my athletics is up to 2 because my strength is so bad.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so. But don't rely on me for anything.
Okay, let's begin. You have been invited to the home of Sindra Sylvain, a retired adventurer and merchant. A uniformed attendant leads you up a grand staircase to the 3rd floor, then ushers you into a wood-paneled room with a fireplace, comfortable chairs, and a heavy table bearing goblets and bottles of wine. The darkly paneled walls are hung with maps and sea charts. Racks, shelves, and cabinets hold hundreds more rolled-up maps and charts. A person is seated in an overstuffed chair near the fire. You can't discern a gender, because only the person's head emerges from under the heavy blanket draped over the chair, and an embroidered hood and silver mask conceal the wearer's face. Even the person's dry, raspy voice provides no clue. Help yourself to wine, and seat yourself, friends. I hope I may call you that.
My character immediately thinks, oh, I rub people wrong. I'm not going to talk.
My initial out of character thought is you sound dangerously close to Will Wheaton's Acererak in Ready Player One.
Oh dear.
Nice. Not bad.
Is this wine gonna make us sound like them?
Is that something you
Elkin
say?
gladly gets himself a glass and takes a seat.
Okay.
Thank you so much
I'll
for
take
your
a seat and do the
hospitality.
same.
I'll take a
Nesta follows as an excited to meet a new friend.
Echo takes a glass, but does the like kind of real slow nursing where they're not really drinking kind of thing.
Leon takes a seat.
Okay. Sindra looks at all of you as you've taken your seat, smiles at the ones who have taken wine, notes that Leodin didn't, but doesn't comment on it or anything, and then says, I was an adventurer years ago. I died once, and was raised from the dead. I have since closed the door on that stage of my life. The death curse you have heard about has struck me. I do not know how much longer I will last before I perish. Clerics have no help to offer, and they're stymied by what is happening. My contacts in the harbors have learned that the cause of the death curse is a necromantic artifact called the Soulmonger. According to their sources, the Soulmonger is somewhere in Chult. Chult is a peninsula ringed with mountains and choked with rainforests, enormous reptiles, savage goblins, and an army of undead prowl its jungles and ruins. Mapping the place has always been nigh impossible, and nothing is known about the region's current geography beyond a few miles from the coast. Yeah?
Sorry.
No. Feel free to jump in.
No, I was just wondering what she wanted of us.
Working from dozens of sea charts, logbooks, and explorers' journals, I have assembled everything known about the current state of Chult into one map. I'll provide it to you if you undertake my mission.
What exactly is the mission you'd like us to go on?
The mission is to find the Soulmonger and end the curse.
What if we just said no?
What do you know about him?
New adventure.
The Soulmonger is not him. It's an object.
I see.
Do you know who placed this curse on you via the object?
Something I said last week that I assume that you guys have forgotten. This curse is just affecting at least the entirety of the Sword Coast.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So anyone who has ever been raised from the dead,
Okay.
ever, is under this effect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Totally remembered that from last week. What are you talking about?
Is there any information you know of this object that could help us find it?
I don't.
What of the undead? Do we know if the object is controlling it, or is there another intelligent force at work?
The undead have roamed the jungles of Chult for hundreds of years. They have no leader. They are just one of the dangers of the jungle.
I didn't see that on the Safari disclaimer.
Well, this sounds like fun.
Sounds like a great challenge. What's in it for us?
I will give all of you each a rare or uncommon magic item delivered upon the successful completion of the quest. And I will allow you to even pick the item you wish.
You said a rare or uncommon?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, our thing flickered a little bit.
You cut out for me too.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't discussed.
Yep.
Lord, rare or uncommon item?
Magic item.
That's good. Okay.
So Nesta's on the edge of her seat with her wine and is so curious into her history and family and is just itching to ask all these questions and to gather as much information from the surrounding as possible. What could she learn from just observing around her?
Make a perception check.
First roll. Hey! Good first roll.
Nice.
Not at all.
I want to learn all the things through my eyeballs.
Oh, yeah.
This is the room of a person who is clearly, they spend a good chunk of their life traveling, but have probably settled down since then. There, as I said earlier, there are maps and charts and merchant routes just on covering all of the walls. Lots of little knickknacks and curios on a couple of bookshelves off in one corner.
What do we know of our host? Would we be under the assumption that she can follow through on this promise?
Are they going to live long enough?
Your host is a... I mean, like, you've heard of her. She is a famous wizard.
Okay.
She used to be an adventurer. She is now a very successful merchant.
Gotcha.
Basically, if it's not already in her personal collection, which is probably vast, she would have the money and contacts to get whatever you could decide.
Nice.
Fascinating.
When you're ready to depart, I will teleport all of us to Port Nyanzaru, the only major settlement in Chult. I've been there several times before, so there's little chance of mishap. Once there, I'll stay with a friend named Wakanga Otamu. He is one of 7 merchant princes who rule the city.
Could you spell that?
Which one?
Both.
So,
D,
Port...
all of the above.
Uh-huh.
Port is obviously port. And then Nyanzaru.
ZYAU.
ZARU.
ZARU.
Yes. And then the guy is WAKANGA.
Okay.
And then his last name is O''TAMU.
Cool. Thank you.
Before we go, is there any other information that you feel is vital for us to know before we venture into the jungles?
There's not much information that anyone, apart maybe the guides of the city, know.
Understood.
I
Cool.
do recommend that you hire a guide to explore the jungle with you.
That is a bit out of my expertise.
A guide? We don't need a guide.
We'll be hiring a guide.
How fascinating to have a guide that can let us know the ins and outs of all of the terrain and the people we might meet.
My character looks at all of you and it's just like, ugh. But that's somebody else we have to pay. We have to spend money on.
I'd rather not die.
Who said you're going to die without a guide?
I take no chances.
I did.
Inexperienced adventurers like yourself, and I mean this with no offense,
Oh dear.
you will not survive the jungles of Chult on your own.
Why are you asking us to do this very important mission, given that we are inexperienced adventurers?
I feel like we're looking the fourth wall like in the face.
You are asking why I did not send a more experienced group. That is a very
that's
fair.
exactly what I-
That is a very fair question.
With as many people that are out there that hate me, I think I'm plenty experienced.
The answer to that question is I already have.
I was gonna say we're probably the only suckers that would say yes.
I take it the others have not been very successful.
I'm really excited about my backup character, you guys.
All of the others have entered the jungle of Chult and not returned.
That's not a great selling point.
So we can see if we can find them as well.
This death curse has been affecting me for 10 days. And I don't know how much longer I have. You are my last hope. I have run out of all other options.
Okay, well, I hope we don't disappoint you, and thank you for the wine. And can you recommend a guide? Do you have somebody in mind?
I do not know a guide, but I am sure Wakanga will know where to start looking.
Well, is there anything we need before we go? Are there shops in Port?
We've needed quite a bit of equipment for a journey like this. Would there be a possibility in Port Nyanzaru to acquire an ass or something?
There are many things available in that city. It is a trade city, after all.
Fabulous.
Well, I'm ready to go if you guys are.
Yeah, it seems like we don't really have anything else going on, so we may as well.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you die?
That's a little personal.
Well, yeah, but I'm just curious.
Jeez, you can't just ask people how they died.
But you're alive, and
Nesta
Really?
on the inside is like, oh, shouldn't have said that, and then is like kind of like perked up a little bit.
Shouldn't have said that, but thank you.
So, a fun little side note. One of the first pages of this adventure is a pronunciation guide for almost everything except the port. It does not tell you the correct pronunciation for... I assume it's Nyanzaru. So
yeah,
we're
that's
gonna
what I
go
would guess
with
too.
Nyanzaru.
Nyanzaru.
Sounds reasonable.
That's what I wrote down phonetically.
So she stands up. At least I think so. I think she's a she. I don't actually know.
use they
She
then.
now.
If you don't know,
Yeah.
say they.
Yeah, there.
It is it's referred to as she, so we're gonna go with she. Although it doesn't matter.
Nope.
Stop scraping your bowl in the mic.
Yeah, whoever that is.
Kane.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Woo! Called out.
She stands up and then first she hands you a map. Does anyone want to look at the map?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nesta
Nah,
does.
I don't even need a
Do
guide.
I know anything? Am I very good at reading
My
maps?
survival's actually
Somehow
not
I
bad.
do. Oh, actually, I'm
Righteous.
wise enough.
Jebs.
I'm having fun watching the map appear.
Right. Or disappear.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's that one.
Camp Vengeance? Camp Righteous? Is this like how
Valley
we...
of Dread. That's
Curse.
where I want to live.
Ye, though I walk through the Valley of Dread,
Hates up.
I shall fear no... Wait, it's called the Valley of Dread. Maybe I will fear.
Just a little. Just a
That
little.
was a weird load for this map, but that looks really cool.
Yep. So this is the map of Chult.
Okay,
I,
and so we will be here.
Yes, that is where you're going to start.
Ooh, I have a dark blue color for
I-
this game.
I appreciate the more accurate representation of topographic maps.
This is where we're going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Where are we going?
To the port.
Sky Lizard Mountains and Cobalt Mountains hug the opposite coast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, we've got Misty Mountains.
That's a whole lot of unexplored territory.
They're Mist Cliff Mountains.
Yeah, which means they're misty.
As you guys are all sort of fawning over this map, she stands there and says,
Ow.
Fondling.
"Are you ready?"
I don't know. Who made this map? They're pretty awesome.
I'm quite prepared.
So out of character, all of the white area means it's unexplored.
Yeah.
Toward the depths of this mysterious place, maybe some answers to questions as well as yours.
There's a lot of volcanoes on this island. Just
It's
saying.
not an island, it's a peninsula.
There's a lot of volcanoes on this peninsula. I'm just saying.
I just also have to point out The Shining. There's
The Shining?
The Shining. The Shining Sea.
Yes, we're in the Shining Sea.
Red Rom.
One hex is 10 miles. Holy crap.
Bit of a long trek.
We're gonna need horses.
Not necessarily. So, she's rather impatient. She does answer your question, Nosy, and says, "As I said before, I had this map made, using all the information we know about Chult."
Right. That's all we need for now. Once we get to town, then get our provisions before we head off into the wilds.
It may not be everything you need, but it is everything we can give right now.
They'll make it work, I guess.
And then she begins to cast a spell.
Counterspell now. I'm a cleric.
I mean, if any of you had that spell,
It would be
which
funny.
no one even has, I don't think.
No, no one has access to it. It's
No.
a third level spell.
Oh, even more than that, I don't know if you guys will ever get access to it. Oh wait,
No, not with
Warlock
this.
will.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember if Warlock's got it.
Which spell?
Counterspell.
Ah, yes.
You'll be able to use it twice a day. Or twice a rest.
Yeah.
No, she casts teleport. And you guys are brought to the city. And we're gonna try.
She gets us
something
drunk and
new.
then casts teleport.
She does not get you
Who's
drunk.
wrong?
Yeah. Echo's taking like 3 sips.
Yeah, I didn't drink any of it.
Yeah, I don't know if I actually drank any of it.
Oh, I like this map so much better.
Logan
than
did.
Warlock.
Ooh. Sound effects.
That's delightful. I know, I heard some like seagull. It was nice.
And And
Good
it's so
option.
funny juxtaposed with the sirens going on outside my apartment.
Okay, I have to double check where we pop into the city.
This is the port. Port Sneeze.
Port Sneeze School.
Port Sneeze. Like a
By the way,
Yeah.
Total aside, not game related. Happy Hanukkah! First night of Hanukkah.
It
Woo!
is.
It is the first night of Hanukkah. You got your candle going?
I have a plastic circle thing that you turn it every night, and it you can use it every year. It's kind of cool. You put it in the window.
Awesome.
That is pretty good. Awesome. I'm way too zoomed in.
I really want one of those Minorasaurus Rexes that pop up every year.
Here, you know what? We're gonna use Elgin's token to show where we pop up. Come
Bless you,
on.
kitten.
There we go.
Oh, I see us.
So you guys pop in. You appear in a tropical city under the blazing sun. The familiar sounds of a harbor, creaking ropes, slapping waves, heavy barrels rolling across the cobblestones, mingle with voices shouting and cursing in an unfamiliar language filled with clicks, inhalations, and sing-songy words, that make it sound almost musical. The aromas... Clicks, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
The aroma of unfamiliar spices and tropical fruit mixes with the wharfside smells of fish, tar, and canvas. Beyond all that, Port... Shit.
Sneeze.
Nyanzaru is an explosion of color. Buildings are painted in bright shades of blue, green, orange, and salmon pink. Or their walls are adorned with murals portraying giant reptiles and mythic heroes. Each building sports baskets and clay urns of colorful flowers, or is draped in leafy, flowering vines. Minstrels in bright clothing, adorned with feathers and shells, perform on street corners. Multicolored pennants and sun awnings flutter atop the city walls. A crowd of children dressed in feathered hats and capes races past you, squealing in delighted terror as a street performer costumed as a big-toothed lizard stomps and roars behind them. The whole city seems to be bustling, sweating, laughing, swearing, and singing.
Well, this seems like a lively place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you might be able to make some money with that
Peculiar.
viol or whatever you got.
DM,
Yes.
are we like out in the open? Is there any like place that I could duck into in the shadow?
You are out in the open, but there are some buildings nearby.
Okay, I'm gonna like kind of step into the shadow and change into my tiefling form.
Okay. Good to know.
So I'm not walking around town looking like creepy tingling.
We've all known each other for a while, right?
Yes, you are
That wouldn't. Okay.
You guys would know about this.
Okay. I was
It's
like,
the
that wouldn't.
form that I use the most frequently.
Okay.
It's almost my default form when I'm not in my natural state.
Do we know what your natural state is?
Yeah, you see it.
Okay.
White,
What is?
kind of
White, pale.
featureless.
Yeah.
Is there anything in addition to what you said that Nesta might be able to learn about, like the people or the culture, or anything that would be particularly helpful?
There are many large lizards that are being used as beasts of burden. So, as players, you guys would recognize these as dinosaurs.
Oh.
As
Minosaurus Rex.
characters, not so much.
This is
So.
a very peculiar place.
How curious.
In fact, you see one of these giant lizards. It has 3 horns on its face and this big frill at the back of its head, pulling a cart not too far away from you.
Has the old lady left us?
She's still there at the moment.
What can you tell us of these lizard beings?
She shrugs and says, "These are creatures native to Chult, but nowhere else on Faerun. I do not know much about them."
So there's more of these in the wilds?
Many, many more.
That's mildly concerning.
Noted.
I am going to go off to Wakanga's house. I suggest that you secure rooms for yourself, either at the Thundering Lizard or Kaya's House of Repose. They're both,
All right. Thanks for the recommendations.
They're both near the Red Bazaar.
You said thundering lizard?
Yes.
Near the Red Bazaar?
What was the second one?
Kaya's House of Repose.
Is repose used for something other than death?
Sleep. Repose.
Just
and sleep.
Hanging out.
Laying down.
Okay, just checking.
Which direction is the Red Bazaar, if I may ask?
Just a second. I'm going to figure out which one it is.
Okay.
Repose in geology is also used to talk about the angle of a slope before it collapses.
You mean before it dies?
No.
So are these volcanoes up here on the left that are like right next to town?
It is not a volcano. You'd be able to see a volcano from where you are. You cannot see whatever that is.
Okay.
This map is huge.
She says that if you follow the water around to the Grand Colosseum, the Red Bazaar will be on the other side.
Excellent.
Okay.
Cool. Is this right here a bridge, or is that literally a chain like it looks?
That is a chain.
That's a whole lot of-
It is based on a real thing on the Golden Horn, next to what is now called Istanbul.
Very cool.
I restrained my Constantinople joke.
Istanbul and Constantinople.
And where's sorry, brain. What was his name?
Wakanda?
Congo.
Wakanda?
Where is Mr. Wakanga so we may approach him about finding a proper guide later on?
She points at the kind of walled section right next to you, and she said, "That is the merchant's ward. He lives in there. He is in one of the large villas in the innermost area of the ward."
Merchant's ward, you say?
Well, he is a merchant prince.
If that is all, I should make my way there. This heat and humidity are quickly tiring me.
Yeah, dude.
Sure, thanks for the lift.
Of course, thank you. We'll
Do you need
get in
an,
touch.
do you actually need help? Do you need an escort?
She smiles and she says that one is not required, but I appreciate it.
And I look at my group members. I'm like, what does that mean?
That means no.
Those are politely declining.
Well, we'll see you in a little bit once we gather everything we need and to secure some rooms. Then we should follow you or find you and then get going.
Well, you may want to explore the port. Although we are hoping to work quickly, haste is nice, but reckless abandon is not.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna go.
Thank you for the
room.
sound advice and travel well.
No, we went through the whole dock districts, and we put that back on. Okay.
Just talking about the music.
Yes, the music, which I actually really like. I think this works well.
Oh man. So we're at here,
Yep.
and the Colosseum is here?
Yes, that is
Or-
the Grand Colosseum.
Okay,
Could you ping that again?
we're here.
Okay.
Okay.
This map is substantial,
It
Got
is.
and so I'm having a hard time balancing like seeing myself versus
We really gotta go.
Xenoc, welcome back. I haven't seen your little name in a while.
Welcome, Xenoc. It has been a long time.
Ooh.
Yay!
So we're coming from Baldur's Gate, correct?
Yes, you are coming from Baldur's Gate.
How big is this, like, having experienced Baldur's Gate by comparison?
This makes Waterdeep look small.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna you, but I don't trust everyone else.
So we're in a nice metro area.
Yeah.
So if you guys look at the Merchant's Ward, that's probably similar in size to Baldur's Gate.
All right.
Okay.
And that's just this little area that's inside the wall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
So the merchants area. Where was the other inn? There was one by the Coliseum, and then where was the other one?
They're both in the Red Bazaar.
They're both near the Red Bazaar.
Okay. I know you say Red Bazaar, but in my head I hear Red Wedding, and it just like makes me creep.
It's a nice day for a red wedding.
No,
No,
the
it's
Red
not.
Wedding is terrible.
So since we're here on this side of town, should we do our encumbered marketing stuff?
So here's the thing: the Merchant's Ward doesn't actually have merchants in it.
It's where they live, right?
It is where the rich people live.
Yeah.
Most merchants
Okay.
are not rich enough to be in the Merchant's Ward.
Yeah.
They're in the Market Ward, which is this whole area down here.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to go down there either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I see the green.
assume The bazaar, that's basically like a street market, right?
The Red Bazaar, let me go back to, is, yeah, it's a huge outdoor inn, actually. Or, I said inn, I meant bazaar.
Yeah.
You meant an indoor out.
Well, let's get walking so then we can
Sure.
find ourselves some.
Place to stay.
We're going to need a place to stay. We're going to need something to help us carry this stuff through the jungle.
As well as getting acclimated to the culture here, because there's a lot of weird things going on.
Yes, this place is unlike anywhere else you have ever seen, and you guys are all sweating profusely.
I'm assuming my.
What is
purple
this air that makes you
doesn't
wet under?
stick out much here.
What was that?
I assume my purple tiefling doesn't stick out much here.
No more than tieflings in large cities ever do.
Okay.
Which is, they do, but they don't.
Yeah.
Nothing quite looks like a tiefling, and there are not many tieflings.
Yeah.
Actually, what you see is mostly, humans that are almost all of the natives are very dark skinned.
Yeah, we're in D&D.
Super racism land.
Yeah.
Historically, this is Aztec meets Africa in the jungle.
I was gonna say click language. That's specific.
Yeah, so this is a weird mix of Aztec and African, and I'm going to be luckily 5th edition treats this fairly well.
They did their best.
The racism is super toned down, and I'm going to keep toning it down. Yeah, like I'm even talking with a linguist friend of mine about how to make a really interesting non-super racist accent for the natives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I
So.
appreciate that.
You guys make your way over towards here.
Okay.
Just kind of pointing out some stuff that you see. This is a large building
Can you mark it again? Okay.
with a gold dome on top of it. And it's
Super
on top
fancy.
of a hill behind walls.
Like a minaret, or
No, not a minaret, a dome.
Could we
So it's
assume either a chapel or a governmental building?
That's a very good bet.
Okay.
a temple? It's a temple.
What about these things outside of the? Looks like just outside the gate. Are those visible from where we're at?
No,
not
because
quite,
they're
no.
blocked by the hill.
Okay.
But just to let you know, they're ziggurats.
Okay.
Okay.
And then right in front of you guys, right here, is a giant market.
Okay.
It looks kind of like Circus, but
The giant
Not
market
terrible.
would probably be a great place to try to find what we need for this adventure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
This is
And also a great place for me to scope out potential marks to steal from.
Sure.
So as you walk toward this grand market, like to give you an idea, it is this long section, this long part of it is like 500 feet long,
Okay.
Okay.
and its side ones are probably like 250 feet long, and they're at least 100 feet wide. Like when I call this giant, it's
The size of a
huge.
small town.
Yeah, like the entirety of downtown Seattle. Well, like the Pike's Place area
Yeah.
fits easily in here. And it is a noisy, jostling, aroma-rich circus. You see plenty of guards, but just throngs of people, probably thousands. Every few seconds, there are children that run by you, just easily making their way through the crowds. Street performers and tabaxi minstrels add to the cacophony, and there are colorful awnings that cover the entire area. But these awnings trap in the heat and the smells.
What is this air that makes you wet under your clothing?
Florida.
Georgia.
Yeah.
what can Nesta learn about these merchants and these people?
They're from everywhere. Yeah, you can find anything here being sold by anyone. There are native Chultians. There are people who are clearly from all over the Sword Coast. There are merchants from even farther than the Sword Coast. This area is the most cosmopolitan area any of you have ever seen. And you've seen some very cosmopolitan areas. Like, for example, Echo, nobody is even noticing you.
Yep.
And that has never happened as a tiefling.
Yeah.
That is how cosmopolitan this market is.
Okay. All right, let's go shopping.
You guys want to go shopping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at these things.
Echo.
So just to be clear, DM,
Yes.
did the 10 gold that's on my sheet include the plus 10 gold that I got in the roll?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So I'm going to add that 10.
Also, I know one or two of you did this, but not everyone. I also gave you guys the starting gold for your profession on top of your equipment.
Which also tracks an encumbrance, as my weight just increased here, adding the 10 gold.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
I think it's like 50 pieces to a pound.
Go spend your weight in gold. That'll help.
Okay, so
I think I'm carrying my weight in gold.
for people who want to do the starting wealth by class, that's on page 143 of the player's handbook. We're met as a monk. You start off with 5d4 gold.
Okay.
On top of what else you found. Nice. That is above average.
What page was this?
143.
Oh man, now I just weigh more.
So, what are you guys looking for?
I'm looking for a mule.
A mule.
Is it a mule or a donkey?
I think it's a donkey / mule.
Okay, because I couldn't find donkey on creatures, so.
Yes, the mule has stats. A donkey does not, but in 157, where it talks about mounts and other animals, the entry is donkey or mule.
Okay.
And
okay, well.
unlike the last game, you guys are able to find things for the prices listed in the book.
Oh, goodness.
Instead of 12 Strahd coins.
Instead of the normal price plus 25 gold.
In addition to going shopping for the needed items, Elgin is keeping a lookout for anything arcane looking or unusual of a magic tome type nature.
There does not seem to be very many books. For a couple reasons. Number one, books are expensive. Number two, you're in a jungle.
Yeah, they wouldn't hold up very well.
Books are going to fall apart very, very quickly.
As well as artifacts of anything that reminds him of his contracted higher-up.
Sure.
Are there any halfling vendors?
Yes.
You're adorable.
Oh no, I think we've lost her.
There's a halfling vendor.
Nesta would like to approach the halfling vendor.
Sure.
Here we go again.
What would you like to know about this halfling vendor? Alright, tell me what you're thinking.
That I'm just drawn to halflings and I identify with their culture, so they are, I see myself in them and would rather interact with them first compared to other vendors. So what are they selling?
This halfling vendor is selling spices.
Spice? Spice? Do spice? Spice?
So Nesta approaches, introduces herself, and then asks for their name.
Sure. It's a female halfling, and she smiles and says that her name is Cheyenne Greenbottle.
Get us some curry while you're over there.
Holy God!
Everyone okay?
Didn't.
Yeah, my dice tray just fell off. The more
It sounded
precarious
like the-
than I thought.
The roof just caved in.
I thought there was a dire panther again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought that was animal
Dire Panther
related.
strike.
Our dire panther is asleep peacefully on the couch for once.
I just realized Elgin probably needs to find some rations of some kind as well, since his kit did not include any.
Yes.
What kit did you? Oh, Bard.
No, not Bard. The
Bard.
Scholars kit, I think it was.
Oh yeah, that has no
Scholars.
Yeah.
Scholars don't eat, huh?
Nope.
So, what would you like to know about this halfling? You asked for the name, but kind of paused at that because of falling dice.
I will ask if they're related to the green bottles that were in the town that I stayed in for years.
She laughs at that and says, "Oh, no. Green Bottle is a fairly common halfling name. Although, all halfling last names are common names. We don't have any really rare names, you know." Can I, interest you in some saffron?
Oh, the saffron is glorious. I love the smell. Your merchants is great. Today I'm actually looking for some help in carrying some loads. My friends and I have to go on an adventure into this uncharted area in the middle, and we need some help carrying our wares. Can you recommend a merchant that we might be able to trust to procure this item?
Roll an insight check really quick.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. She...
My insight is +6 BT dub, so that was a really fucking low roll.
Yikes.
She just points down the long arm and says that there is a human merchant down that way who should be able to help you.
Is there anything that I should know about the merchant down there that would help us in our journey?
Why not? We'll use... Yeah.
Those
That's
metal
never a good
dice
sound.
just sound so heavy coming through your mic.
Sound of middle dice.
Thunk, thunk.
We need to
His
get you one of
name
those.
is Edelpolly.
We need to get you a dice castle so it sounds even more ominous.
You know, that time of year is coming up. And she says that Edelpolly is near the end, and he is a livestock merchant.
Thank you, friend. Thank you so much. And when we're in the market with spices, there's no one else. We will come to you.
Did you get that curry?
They did have some delicious looking saffron there.
I think that's a no.
I think that was it. If you want curry, buy it yourself.
I would steal it, but that'd be awkward. Powders and crushed stuff.
That would
And
be.
it's daylight. Please don't.
Don't be so stuffy. You're an artist. You understand.
Hey, now.
I typed in the name in chat. The first name I put in, I accidentally misspelled it, so the second one is correct.
That is not where I wrote it.
Etalpalli. Edelpolly.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go find this livestock merchant. As we're walking through, I'm gonna have to learn everyone's names at some point. I pat
What's the
Aurora?
player's name?
Noki.
No. You're
You're not a tabaxi anymore.
You're no longer a tabaxi, Nosy.
I know.
Why
Horse
can't
habit.
Nosy meow?
I pat you on the back and cast Blessing of the Trickster.
Ooh. What do you need me to do?
Nothing, just for anything you're doing in the next hour.
Okay. Heh.
Just in cases.
So, Nosy, are you willing? Because Blessing of the Trickster, you have to be willing.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, I'm so willing.
Awkward.
Sorry. I didn't. Well, maybe I did mean it like that. We've known each other for a while.
Aw, D&D consent. I love it.
Okay, Nosy, I need you to make a perception check real quick. 18. Okay.
I can see all these things, and I want all of them.
You decided to go with the with the background. That should give you. Yep. So you feel a light tug at your belt, and as you look down, you see a young hand that has clasped itself around your belt pouch. As a child
that's bad
starts
form.
running by.
But I felt them, so
Yes,
it's
like
bad
they
form.
they haven't, like, your belt pouch containing your money is still on your belt. There's just a child's hand on it as they're about to run from directly behind you to in front of you.
Ooh.
You have time to react.
I'm gonna try to grab the kid's arm and be like, "That is bad form."
Okay, make an athletics check.
Oh, thank God.
We'll go with that.
I'm so thankful for those proficiencies right now.
So basically, you grab their arm and they try and wiggle out, but you've just got such a firm hold that they're not. You have them.
I'm looking him in the eye and I'm just like, "Did you just decide to do this, or are you part of a thieves guild? Because they really need to teach you better."
So the kid is obviously an urchin. Not clean, ratty clothes. One of 1,000 such kids around. And they are avoiding looking you back in the eye. And you can hear them speaking in Chultian. It looks like they're trying to get someone's attention without, like, having everybody look at them. But they're not having any success.
Okay.
And by the way, by this
let's
point, they have
see.
let go of your coin purse. Or your
Oh,
coin
that's
pouch.
good. Let's see. I'm gonna use sleight of hand to steal whatever they have on them. Because they obviously been doing this all day.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
They have 3 silver pieces.
Yeah.
That you successfully take off of them.
Just be like,
You
So-
can just tell them this first lesson's free, and then give them all 3 or 2 of the silver pieces back.
I'm actually kind of a softie, so I was thinking of slipping one of my gold pieces in there. Because that's just sad. That is just sad. This is it? This is all you've gotten? All day?
As you hold those coins up to them, with their free hand, they pat around their body, and they look at you first in fear and then really sheepishly.
I take 1 gold out of my pouch, hand it back to the kid, and be like, put this in your pouch and do me a favor. Where's the Thieves Guild?
The kid shakes his head and tries to leave. Like, starts pulling more. Make another.
We all see this at this point, right?
Yes. Make another athletics check. 10. Okay. So, yeah, they slip out
That's okay.
and just disappear into the crowds within, like, 2 steps.
Well, they learned a valuable lesson.
Yay.
Don't fuck with me.
I think we should all keep our hands on our purses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely would, especially with the number of children running around.
Yeah.
There might be one of those people who has like a vast number of children thieving for them.
On the other hand, on my dagger.
Ooh, I'm gonna put my pouch in my bosom. No, kidding. It'd be like having a
could.
third. It'd be like having a third boob.
Right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
It'd be real awkward for them to sleight of hand that
Hand of what?
handful of elf.
There are a lot of elves in this group.
Yep.
And then a gif. Okay, so I assume you guys just continue walking down.
Moving down the bazaar.
So it takes you a long time to get to Edipali. Because number 1, it's a far walk, and number 2, you can't walk very fast.
Yeah.
But near the end, you do find a little stall that has a sign that says Edipali's Animals.
Perfect. Edipali, we've been looking for you.
He looks up, kind of surprised. Like there's a empty space kind of around his stall. Nobody. Like you were possibly the first people to talk to him in a while.
Do his animals look raggedy?
There are no animals right there.
That's weird. Is this the first human we've seen?
No. Humans all over the place. The city's mostly humans.
Like cockroaches.
Like most cities.
Where are your animals?
He kind of looks confused for a second. He goes, "Why would I keep them in the stall? They're back in my stable. But you can buy them here."
So we don't get to see them before we buy them?
That's how it normally goes.
Is that how it normally goes? DM?
In Baldur's Gate, no. But in Baldur's Gate, the animal merchants are not in a place like this.
Okay.
So, this is weird, but so is the existence of a stall like this here. This
Okay.
is... Yeah.
I just want to make sure that we're not getting, like, hoodwinked.
Well, you would know for sure if someone had rolled higher on their insight check.
That is true.
Edipali, you were referred to us by a good friend with the spices. We are interested in purchasing a donkey or 2.
He kind of scratches the back of his neck and he goes, Yeah, I've got a few of those. You guys looking to mount an expedition?
Yeah, donkey
Yeah.
needs to be really, really healthy.
Yes. What would you recommend?
Yeah, I've got a few donkeys. If you can spring the gold for it, you can always use an elephant. They can carry as much as 4 donkeys.
That may be a bit conspicuous.
Can
Let's
I-
keep it to donkeys, please.
Can I use my intimidation here? Be like, no, we need exactly what we just said.
We need to intimidate him for that.
Oh, come on.
You could just imply that there's like we need to be inconspicuous, and an elephant's not quite the look we're going for.
Okay. Then I'll use persuasion.
Hey.
Whoa.
He shrugs and he goes, "Sure thing. I do have a few donkeys. How many?" He kind of looks to each of you. 2.
How much weight do they carry?
Out
like
of game,
3.
they carry 420 pounds apiece.
Yeah.
And
Need 2?
how much do they eat?
As I said.
And how much of their food are we going to have them carry?
That's a really good question, because I just looked at how much feed weighs.
Yeah, it's not light.
Yeah, it's 10 pounds per day.
Per day, yeah.
Good lord!
But it's only
Do
5
we
copper
need-
pieces.
Good thing we
Hmm.
don't have to pick up donkey shit.
Oh.
Do we need more than one? Are you all carrying that much gear?
I was
only
anticipating
got
that one will be killed at some point,
Yeah.
That-
I think
and
that's
all
we
right.
need a backup
Just in
donkey.
cases.
That is a fair assumption. All right.
And or taking loot out of
out of
possible
places.
ruins.
Yeah. All right.
So if y'all want to get a third donkey, I don't think it would be a bad idea.
So you get 2 donkeys for carrying your shit, and 1 donkey that all it does is it
Carry
carries
donkey.
feed.
Oh my
That's
God.
not the worst idea I've ever heard.
It's not the worst idea I've ever heard either.
I mean, we have 5 people's worth of stuff.
We're
plus-
going through the jungle. This, I don't know. That just seems a bit excessive, encumbrance.
Quiet, Bard.
Elkin just glares at her.
Um,
Adipali, how much are these donkeys?
they're gonna be 8 gold each, and if you want, I've got a friend right across the way, and he points over, that will sell you a wagon for 35.
Is that really useful in the jungle?
A wagon will be able to carry a whole lot more stuff than just a couple of donkeys.
In the jungle?
Are there like paths? Are we going to be able to actually utilize a wagon in the jungle?
I feel like no, but I could be wrong.
From what we've seen of the map, do we think it's even remotely possible that a wagon will be helpful in the jungle?
Yeah. For real, I mean, maneuverability.
There are no roads on the map. However, despite the map being large, it's not super detailed.
Mm.
Just because, while it is large, it is covering a gigantic area.
Yeah.
So there could be roads and paths that might, but you'll also notice, so going back to the player's map of Chult, because I'm not going to show you the other map for obvious reasons.
Mhm.
So if we zoom in, so you know how the port is up here, right?
Yeah.
And there's a Camp Vengeance down here.
Uh-huh.
Dun dun dun.
They're connected by a river.
Oh.
So there is actually a road right here by Fort Balerion, going from Fort Balerion to the Bay of Chult. But I believe that is the only road on the map.
So it doesn't sound like a wagon's going to be super useful
Yeah, I
for
don't
us.
think so.
Okay, just donkeys would be better in this situation.
Yeah, let's get
It's 400 pounds of gear each. I think 2 is probably sufficient.
is that
Right.
including thinking about the feed?
True. 1 to carry feed, 1 to carry gear.
That's what we were saying originally, yeah.
Unless you want 2 per. I mean, the third one for extra thing. Do we think we're going to find that much additional encumbrance out there?
I
Well,
mean-
if another urchin tries to steal from me, I might keep it.
Oh my god.
I mean, I think, I'm 35 pounds over encumbrance.
How do you know? How do you know what it is? Mine
Is
just
it
says my total
5?
weight.
5 times your strength, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
your strength times 5 is...
Okay. My strength is 0, so 0
No,
times
your
5
strength
is
score,
0.
not the bonus.
Yes, the score.
10 or 11.
Okay.
So 50, 55 pounds, you're good.
So I am 22 pounds over.
Yes, and you are slowed because of it.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we do need a third one since it sounds
I
like
think we
we'll
need
have quite a
to
bit.
carry our stuff, 1 to carry feed.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, fair enough.
And I mentioned this earlier, but because of the ticking clock of this game, we will be counting things. We will be tracking things like food.
Mhm.
Oh, which I do need to still purchase.
Yes. I assume you're going to want to purchase rations.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So we'll say we get 3 donkey mules.
Okay.
And then we'll buy how much feed?
Wait,
They'll
could we
need-
get one of those lizards instead? What do they carry?
Mm?
He does not sell them.
Oh, disappointed.
Does anybody?
No. You said they're not for sale in a place like this.
No, maybe we can catch one and tame it.
Maybe.
Do we have a druid?
No.
Nope.
But there is a ranger who might get...
Ranger's not going to be a beastman, or not going to have a animal companion.
I'll just mage hand it into submission. We'll be fine.
So you do find someone who sells rations for 5 silver pieces each.
Cool.
Okay.
Quit
And
mage
each one
handling
is
things.
1 day or 1 meal?
1 day.
Okay.
That's the cheapest I've heard in any of the D&D lands so far.
And what do they weigh each?
2 pounds
2 pounds each?
each.
Okay. And that's 10 silver per gold?
Yes.
Okay. Echo will purchase 1 of the donkeys.
Okay.
And how much was donkey?
8 gold.
Nesta
Sure.
can purchase a donkey too.
Liam
Okay.
can purchase
I was going to say I can throw some money in there. I am a trust fund elf.
And then our donkey who's there just to carry donkey food can carry 14 days worth of feed for all 3 donkeys.
Okay.
So we have 2 weeks worth of feed for the donkeys.
And we should probably get a few days extra rations as well. I can only carry about a week's worth.
Well, that's why we're going to be offloading stuff onto the other 2 donkeys.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But
So-
I'll carry as much as I can so we can... So you all can get your other things on the donkeys.
And keep in
Remember,
mind,
you're a bard, not a paladin this time, Kane.
the
Quit being so noble.
I'm not a paladin. I'm a warlock.
The feed will cost 5 copper pieces per. So for 3 of them per day will be 15 copper pieces. So silver and a half
For everything or for a day?
per day for the 3
Okay.
donkeys.
Per day. Did you say 1.5 silver or 2.5?
1.5. And
Okay.
so
So
1.5.
that would be 21 silver for 14 days.
Which is 2 gold and a silver, right?
Yep. 2
How
gold and a
much?
silver.
How much do you need? Because
We
My
need 2 gold
character
and a
has to
silver.
how do I do the gives thing that Nesta just did?
I did the slash and then with no space, put me and then what you want to do. Oh, unrecognized command.
So you got a donkey, I brought a donkey. Yeah, no, I brought a
All right,
donkey.
how much do we need? I can make up the difference. It's not a problem.
Okay.
And the food is
Oh, by the way, Nosi,
Yeah.
you can switch to your self, to your character. At the bottom of the chat, it says "as," and then there's a drop-down menu.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, something is blocking it right now.
And I am the only person who has more than 2 names on that. Have all of the names.
DM,
Yes.
how do you want us to track our donkey and the equipment and the stuff that they are carrying?
Put it into your inventory at weight 0.
Okay.
okay. So I'm gonna put my rope on the donkey.
5.
Okay.
Wait, I thought the donkeys weren't here. I thought we had to go somewhere else for donkey.
Yeah, we need to get
Well, we
them.
have to pick. So we're going to be moving slow while we go to pick it up.
Edipali does bring you to a rather small stable. Where would that stable be?
How do these donkeys look?
Ooh, I know where it's going to be. So he's going to lead you guys out this gate into the old city. So as you get into the old city, what you notice is 3 ancient vine-covered ziggurats tower above this crumbling ward. The whole district is a juxtaposition of ancient and decaying, but still occupied stone structures, interspersed with flimsy new huts and longhouses of bamboo and thatch. So this is outside of the city, and it's an area full of people. So he actually brings you out over this way and gives you your donkeys.
How do they look?
Can we see this?
No, because it's not raised. It is a hole in the ground.
But there's smoke.
But there's smoke and we can see a hole in the ground.
There's still a hill between you and it.
Oh, okay. Are the
At a
ziggurats-
poly, where does the smoke come from?
He says, "Oh, that's the refuse pit."
Ooh.
Do the ziggurats have any interesting features? They look.
They
old.
are covered with people.
Oh, interesting.
Like, there are shops and tenements of bamboo are jammed onto every terrace.
Oh,
Although
wow.
the upper levels are clearly cleaner and less crowded than the ones near street level.
Interesting. Do they look like it's old stone, or does it look like fairly new
Oh, it's
construction?
ancient.
So probably part of the original inhabitants.
Dire Pepperoni is begging to go outside, so Wormet will be back in a moment.
Okay.
Did she say pepperoni?
Yes. So you guys get your donkeys, and then
We need to name them.
Edipali.
Churroboro.
One is Churroboro. Yep.
Clearly.
Edipali locks up behind. Basically, you get the donkeys, and then he kind of ushers you out of his shop, locks up behind, and then goes back toward the Grand Soak.
How do our new donkeys look?
They look fine.
Okay.
That's reassuring.
Okay.
And as we're loading up,
I'm gonna do a medicine check on them.
oh, do we have packs for the donkeys, or do we need to get that too?
The saddlebags are going to cost 4 gold each.
Okay.
Okay, I can buy them. I think
And
I
they
started
weigh
with the most gold out of...
8 pounds each.
Then that takes off one of the feed rations, which we can put on a different donkey. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we want to
Elgin's-
name our other 2 donkeys? We've got Churroboro.
They should all be food. Couscous. So that if we lose couscous, then I can scream like Theodore in the Chipmunks Big Adventure movie. Ah, but my couscous!
All right, we've got Churroboro, Couscous, and then what do we want to name the feed donkey?
Feed donkey.
Buffet.
Buffet.
As you guys are doing that, a very distraught-looking man comes up to you.
Can I help you, sir?
You're adventurers, correct?
Maybe.
Yep.
Who wants to know?
My name is Bellim, and I desperately need help. My husband Draza, he's been sentenced to executioner's run for stealing. But my husband
That's
wouldn't
a thing
do
here?
that. It's a mistaken identity, and he was sentenced without a proper hearing or trial. But no one's gonna believe me.
Wait. Go back a minute. Why do they sentence people to death for stealing here?
He looks really confused for a second. Is please, you've gotta come help me. They're gonna throw him into the pit with some velociraptors.
Like right now?
With what?
Come on, please.
Okay.
I have 25 silver. I will give you 25 silver.
Oh, sure.
Show us the way.
So he brings you guys around this side of the ziggurat to
Kills
This-
us all.
big area. Basically the middle of the main road through the old city. It is split around this rectangular stone-lined pit that
Are we
is
still alive?
For now.
So far.
that is 15 feet deep, 50 feet wide, and 200 feet long.
Oh.
Well, we were alive until we met the Velociraptors. It's not a band. I know it sounds like a band.
On the far side of this pit, there is there's rope netting that you could use to climb out of it. And you see a very frightened-looking man about to be pushed in. And there are... Well, let's see if it has a picture of a velociraptor.
Yeah, are these like the real size velociraptors or like Deinonychus size velociraptors?
These would be Utah Raptor-esque.
Okay.
Miscellaneous creatures, maybe?
How did the donkeys look?
They looked fine.
You also missed that we named them. The rest of
good.
them.
What do we got?
Churraburo, Couscous, and Buffet.
Oh, we got 3. I love it.
We named Buffet because he carries all the food.
So not like a buffet. This is actually buffet.
Mm-hmm.
So no parrot heads here.
No.
No. And no Jimmys either. No Jimmy Buffets.
No Margaritaville.
It seems like Volcano might be an appropriate song, though.
Here, this is what you can see. Oh no, these were actual velociraptors. They're feathered dinosaurs about the size of a large turkey.
The Double Clicks has a Velociraptor song. It's great, guys. Check it out.
Roar! Velociraptor.
We do love velociraptor. Well, all of the double clicks here in the Pacific Northwest. Okay.
I'll put a link in chat just for everybody's amusement.
So, is this lovely gentleman's husband already in the pit with a velociraptor?
He's about to be.
He's about to be. Okay.
Okay. So, like, are they, like, armed guards? Are these, like, normal-looking people pushing him in?
They are clearly authorities.
Okay.
You will respect my authority. How deep
Can we-
is the pit?
15 feet.
Oh.
Can we get over to them quickly?
So what's actually happening? I missed it.
A guy came up to us and said that his husband was accused of stealing and is being fed to velociraptors.
He
Oh.
said he said he is being sentenced to Executioner's Run.
My Roll20 has a real weird map on it right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And they also said that there was no trial or anything like that, so it's kind of like a Judge Dredd situation. I am the law!
Can we help him in there, or is that against the rules?
You don't know what the rules of
I
Executioner's
asked that
Run.
to, the guy who just hired us.
He says, "Just save my husband. He means everything to me."
Are we gonna?
I mean,
All right.
let's just save him.
What's his name? What's your husband's name?
His name's Draza.
All right, everybody. Do you want to do this the official way, or should I just cause trouble?
Just cause trouble.
Let's do this.
I want to run over to them and be like, "Hey, Draza!"
Okay.
It's a distraction.
I don't know if the raptors will be easily distracted.
But he's not in there yet. They're just about to push him in there. So I figure if I run up and, get their hands off of him and...
They briefly look at you. And then, they toss him in.
Yeah. That was gonna happen.
Okay, I have to restart my
Damn.
my Roll20 real quick. Sorry,
Okay.
guys.
Doe.
Oh, roll 20.
I didn't want to look through the whole battle with a little sign pointing to nowhere saying select page.
Oh, that's a good rating.
Okay, they're the Velociraptors.
People have unrealistic beauty standards for them.
So, would you guys... Oh, we need to change Echo real quick. Would you
Oh my
guys
gosh.
like to roll initiative real quick?
Yes.
I cannot click on myself.
Oh, me.
No.
Yeah, none of us can.
No,
Woo!
one of you can.
Myself.
I can't.
I can't either, so I don't know what one you think. Ah, that one.
Great. Okay.
Why is it not?
I can just roll initiative and you can just add it.
No, it'd be easier to just wait for a second. I'm about to
Yeah.
do Wormet really quick. Nesta Green Hollow. And HP.
I'm very shocked by how little hit points I have.
Oh yeah, no, don't even look at mine.
Oh, level 1.
Oh my gosh. I don't feel so bad now. I can see your character sheet.
Yes, I have single digits.
Oof. I just crested into double.
Well, I have 7. 7 hit points.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm gonna be Velociraptor food here shortly.
Not necessarily.
Oh, my dex
Probably.
is so... It's...
Velociraptor.
It's a... There we go. There's Arya. I tried to get all of this set up before the game. It didn't work. I apologize. It will be fixed by next game. Hopefully. And then... Elgin. I love the fact that I can give you a bar that just shows your age. Elgin,
That's helpful.
I don't think you have your hit points in correctly on your character sheet.
Oh, what the?
They were there a second ago. Because I could see he had 9.
That's really weird. Okay.
Okay,
Should be
there we
fixed
go.
now. That's really odd.
Oh, roll 20.
Now I can finish it.
Okay, and then... Commoner.
Or a commoner.
Roll initiative. Fuck.
Yeah.
Some fast commoners.
Right, commoner. Though
They've
I
been
guess,
working
though,
out.
his face is about to get eaten off by velociraptors.
Well, here's the thing. He has to run past the velociraptors
Oh.
to get out.
Uh-oh. The Velociraptor got better.
Ruh-roh.
Okay, so we start with the velociraptors.
As you do.
Clever girl. All right, so just to understand that out is here.
Out is up.
Oh,
Okay.
You guys are not currently in there.
I enjoy this very, this map.
Yeah.
This is the random battle map.
Yeah, no, I like it.
It's a lot better than the light field of Ravenloft.
Yes. Okay, so then there's
I
the
wasn't-
commoner. He's gonna go... He's actually gonna thread the needle through the velociraptors. He's gonna get here. It is now Nesta Greenhollow's turn. And if you have... you guys said that you were taking all of your stuff, so you're no longer going to be encumbered. So Nesta, you move 35 feet and around when you're unencumbered.
Okay. Can I run this way?
You can, or you can jump into the pit. You're not actually in the pit yet. It's...
Do I need to be in the pit?
Depends on what you want to do.
You want to get between the Velociraptors and the Commoner? Yes.
What? Why? I was thinking rope.
There is a rope net at the far end of this place. And you guys you guys notice that some of the commoners who are watching, because there are lots of people around, seem to be bedding.
Sorry. I was just looking to see what that was.
That's your quarterstaff if you hold it in one hand.
And this is a quarterstaff if I hold it in two hands?
Yes. They have different damages.
So everything I have is melee except for I have quarter-pound darts. Are these fucking lawn darts?
Yes.
I have a bow. You have my bow. And my rapier. Whatever.
You really want me to get between the commoners and the Velociraptor?
I mean, you were hired to save the guy who's currently being chased by Velociraptors.
Oh my god. I don't...
Can't I use sleight of hand and just steal him away?
No, you really
I know.
can't.
I know. Just being ridiculous.
Just pocket one of the Velociraptors.
Okay.
They're small.
So, how far this direction can I go?
You move 7 squares in a movement. The whole thing is hundreds of feet long.
Oh my god. If I can only move 30 feet, why can I only move 30 feet?
You can move 35 feet in a movement action.
I mean, if you double move and not do anything else, then you can get 70.
Okay, I would like
It's
to...
200 feet long.
Oh my gosh. Alright, well, I want to be kind of parallel to the dude. And, I want to go that direction.
Okay. So move
Because this is the dude we're saving, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I have 0 athletics. I'm going to fall into this pit and break my little 1-level neck.
No!
No, don't do that.
You guys won't roll for damage if you jump into the pit.
Okay, well, I would like to jump into the pit on the side where he actually is and the Velociraptors are not. So can I double move and then go into the pit over here?
Sure, but that'll be your turn.
That's fine.
Okay. Move yourself however many squares up you want to go.
1, 2... I can go 7?
Yep.
Okay.
And
Or
the
I can go
edge of-
diagonally, right?
Yep.
Are these 10-foot squares or 5-foot?
They're 5-foot squares.
Okay.
The edge of the pit, I'm going to put 1 square in front of you guys. So basically, you've got 1 square, and then it's the edge of the pit.
Okay.
So, Wormet, how many squares have you traveled?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, you are in the pit. You have your action left. Which you can use to move, or you can attack.
My attack with darts doesn't appear to be very efficient. And aren't quarterstaffs Melee?
Yep.
Okay, so how about I just move?
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Hey, dude. Your husband hired us. We're here to save you.
Okay.
What the fuck did you steal?
I
No.
will shoot this one with my longbow.
Okay.
Or Velociraptor.
20 definitely hits. Roll damage, please. 7. You hit the Velociraptor. People are getting pissed around you guys. Because you're ruining the sport of it.
Uh-huh.
I look at Kane's character. Maybe you should play something. Entertain the people.
It's a bit loud.
So the Velociraptor gets really hurt by that. Elgin, it is your turn.
Elgin is already annoyed at this. So he walks up to the edge of the pit. Is this the edge or the next space?
Next space.
I'll walk up here. And
So you guys are... So this line right here, going all the way up the map, is the pit. Okay, you're going to use Eldritch Blast on which one?
the close one.
Okay. So you need to make an attack.
I don't have that set up as an attack. So it's charisma since it's spell. Is that correct?
Charisma plus your proficiency.
Shit. Proficiency. Charisma.
Nice.
21 will hit. Roll damage. And you kill the Velociraptor.
Yes.
It is a rogue's turn.
So I'm guessing I'm like right in front of the two guys who just threw him in.
No.
No? Because I was running towards them.
They're down this way.
Okay. And he is this spot right here. Or is that a
That's
Velociraptor?
Velociraptor.
I can't tell what anything is. That's him. Okay.
Yep.
Because I was running towards him, and then I screamed, and then they threw him in anyway. So, okay. Anyway, 5, 10, 15. Ow, cat. And I've got cat-related complications. Alright.
So the corner of the pit is going to be right here if you still want to try and run around.
Well, that's where I would have wound up being. So, yep. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Close enough. And so I'm like in front of the guards, like, what the fuck? Why did you throw him in? What is going on?
Fucker's a thief. Echo, it is your turn.
Echo is going to move to the right thing, but I need... There we go. Jump into the pit.
At least I'm keeping the guards from interfering with us.
I thought you were going to push them into the pit.
I'm going to shoot the Velociraptor that is remaining with my crossbow.
Woohoo!
Ah,
7 does not hit.
nope.
The bolt fires wide and ricochets off the far side stone wall.
Okay, well, that's my turn.
It is the Velociraptor's turn.
It's coming for me.
Shockingly, I'm closer than you are, so I bet it's coming for me.
I don't know, I just shot it. Well, I shot at it. It didn't even get near it, so it might not notice.
So far, you are not a threat.
Where am I
It's the
at?
size of the chicken, so
Since
At
you
least they're not.
be the hitter, I don't understand why you're sounding at all upset about the fact that you're
It's going to go
getting
here,
close to the enemy.
and it will attack Wormet's character, Nesta.
Okay.
So it's going to start off trying to bite you. 16.
Oh my god, it didn't make my AC. That's amazing.
Whew.
It's going to claw at
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
14.
No. I'm feeling magical right now.
So the guy continues running. He's actually off the map now. He will get there in 2 turns. He'll get to the far side. Nesta, it is your turn.
All right. Quarterstaff.
8 does not hit. However, since you are a monk, you can use your bonus action to punch it.
Honey, you're cutting out a whole lot. Can you say what you're saying again?
You did not hit. However, since you are a monk, you can use your bonus action to punch it. So that would be your unarmed strike.
Did anybody else hear what he said?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You
Unarmed
can punch
strike.
it
Yeah,
And
punch
it-
with your fist.
with a 1-arm strike.
Unarmed.
There you go.
Oh, unarmed. Okay.
18 hits, roll damage.
Punch
the
its butt.
Velociraptor in the face.
Punch it in the butt.
4 knuckles across the face.
Okay. Liaden's turn.
Shooting a velociraptor with my longbow.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
I'm going to die by your hand.
Make another longbow attack, please.
Oh no, 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 no.
Yes.
No.
Does 16
That was
hit?
close.
No.
Oh. No. The 16
Not me.
hit you.
This is like
So-
Monster Hunter Arena mode.
An arrow flies just millimeters away from Nesta's face as she leans back away from it. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Liaden?
No, that's all I can do right now.
Oh, you can move.
No, why would I want to move closer? I have a longbow. I don't
That
need
was
to move
that was
closer.
my thought too.
Elgin, it is your turn.
My character's more of an observer, but
Go back into line of sight and time to fry another chicken.
15
turkey for dinner.
hits. Roll damage.
Slightly
That is
singed.
the lamest Eldritch Blast I've ever seen in my life.
Re-reminiscence, it would be if it was a melee attack.
Yeah. You don't get that for ranged.
Oh my
Ariel,
gosh, but
your turn.
Most adorable little
Does
thinking thing.
do the guards seem pretty upset that we're killing their velociraptors?
Sort of.
They're not doing anything to stop us.
They're not doing anything to stop you, at least not at the moment.
They're just waiting to see if we're gonna get out of the pit, I'm guessing.
Quite possibly.
Let's see, how far is my short bow? Let's see. Range 8320.
So, within 80 feet, you attack like normal. Between 85 and 320 feet, you can attack with disadvantage.
Ooh. That's a velociraptor, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You're
Or a
55 feet away.
mongoose.
It's a mongoose.
I'm gonna try and shoot it with my short bow. My short bow. Sorry. Alright. Nothing special. Look at that note.
I don't know why that note's there.
She did it.
13 does hit.
I
Roll
think
damage.
Roll 20's getting sassy with us.
Well, no, I put that note in, but I didn't know it would show when I rolled. So roll for damage.
Yes. Seven.
Do I pierce his little body? I mean, fuck that velociraptor.
You kill it.
Oh, quick question. Since I have to roll to hit with that Eldritch Blast, do I get my Charisma bonus for damage or just for the roll to hit?
No, just to hit.
Okay, I figured. Check.
Okay.
Huzzah! I did
But we're
something
still in
useful.
turn order?
No. So, do the rest of you want to run? The ones who are inside, do you want to try and escape?
I mean, yeah.
I'm just
I
making
want-
sure in case there's something you want to do first.
As I'm approaching, I want to go this way to approach Draza and say, like, Draza, your husband sent me us here to help you.
So you guys make your way out, and you are met by Bellum, who embraces his husband, and they share a moment
Aw.
of loving reunion. And Draza looks at you, or not Draza, Bellum looks at you through tears, and he pulls out, basically, he pulls out 2 fistfuls of coins and holds them out to you, and says, "Thank you so much for saving my husband. It means so much to me."
Can we take this?
I'm looking at the rest of the group, and I'm like, oh, even I don't think I can take that.
Don't.
You know what? Keep it
the
just in
money.
case there's additional legal fees that you have to deal with. Good luck to the both of you.
You should probably get out of town.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. No, we are safe. My
so you're
husband
good
has
now.
served his punishment.
If someone decides that that wasn't sufficient, please. tell
Bellum,
us.
please tell me more about what you just said with that he has served his punishment. It was enough that he got thrown in the pit, and then just him making it back out, that works? That's okay?
This is a
We're
weird
thrown into the pit, and if we can make it out the other side, whatever happens to us in the pit is the punishment we are sentenced to.
Oh.
Well, so
But-
if anyone's angry, they're not going to be angry at you. They're going to be angry at us.
We won't be here that much longer.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Sure.
I'm sure this won't come back and bite us in the ass.
Not at all.
We're leaving anyway.
Bellum, before you guys head off, we are embarking on a journey and was wondering if you could give us any information that might be able to help us along our way or to get through town.
Bellum says, we're just simple laborers. We don't know anything.
Are those lizard beasts common out in the wilds?
He shrugs and he says, I think so. They sometimes come and attack us here in the old city, and there seems to be a large supply of them for Executioner's Run.
Fair point.
Oh. So, for stealing, that's what you're accused of? Why do they do that? Seems a little extreme.
That's a punishment for all crimes.
Ooh.
Oh.
So that's
That's-
our
That's
Is that what-
horrible.
we can expect for killing the raptors.
I don't think I'm too concerned running through it one more time.
One more time.
One more time.
He shrugs and he points to Nesta and Echo and says, "Well, if you were to be convicted of that crime, you two have already served your punishment."
Oh,
I have a get out of jail free card, bitches.
If you were like solid one crime, like could I go murder someone and then I'm good? Not that I would.
Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way because you committed the crime and
While I
then
was doing
ran through the rest of the run.
Okay, I understand now.
Thanks for explaining that so calmly and non-judgmentally, Bellum.
Well,
We're not murder hobos, I
the two
swear.
of you don't get accused of any more false crimes.
Really?
I'm being judgment free here.
He says, to give you an idea of Executioner's Row, there's a very famous criminal named Namakux who he frequently steals, but it is believed he steals to get caught. He has made it through Executioner's Run 15 times.
Really,
So you're saying this is like his hobby?
He's only got caught 15 times.
Yeah, he's only been caught 15 times.
Let's go talk to that guy.
That sounds like
He's
a
got
heck of a
problems.
sport.
He just needs a little thrill in his life.
What was his name again?
Namakux.
I want to remember that in case we run into him. Clear
Have
steer.
we gotten any
Steer clear
leads on a
ahead.
guide yet?
No.
No, we need to talk to the Lord over in the merchant quarter.
The old
The
lady
merchant
said that
prince.
we should
Yes.
sleep on it tonight, so then do we go, like, see him tomorrow morning?
No,
yeah.
she said you guys should secure your lodgings.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
we should
yeah.
probably go finish doing that.
Yeah, we should do that. Oh, one quick question. What did you steal?
Ooh,
Uh,
allegedly.
Draza gives you a withering look. I stole nothing.
That's what I thought.
Good luck to the both of you. Excuse our friend. She makes enemies wherever she goes.
It's true. Well, we were told you were thrown in there for stealing.
For allegedly stealing.
I'm sorry, but his lover didn't say allegedly.
No, he did. He said he was falsely accused.
Oh,
did.
okay.
Do you
My
guys-
bad. Then I wouldn't have said that. Anyway,
All right, let's go find the, what was it, the Red Market?
The
Yeah.
Red Bazaar.
Red Bazaar.
Okay, so you guys make it past the Grand Sock. And, so here's the thing. As you sort of round this corner,
Mm-hmm.
you can see the Grand Coliseum in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And your direction said follow the shoreline to the Grand Coliseum, and the Red Bazaar is on the other side. So do you want to follow your directions exactly, or do you want to, at this branch here, just head this way?
Yeah, I will assume it's directly over here, so we should just go that direction.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys make your way, and you find yourself at the first of the two inns that was named, the Thundering Lizard, I believe it was called.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I like the sounds of this place.
It is clearly a loud, raucous place.
Sounds like fun.
So it lives up to his name. Oh, Dire Panther. Oh.
Do you want to just be like, nope, we found the Thundering Lizard, we're going to stay here, or do you want to check out Kaya's House of Repose?
Can we just like check in with the barkeep, see if there's any word, any rumors, any good information we can get?
Yeah,
I don't think he's
let's
gonna
check
give
the
us a
place
hint.
out before we settle.
We're getting
from him.
rooms.
Or her. Or
So, at least some of you are staying here? Is that what I just heard?
No, we said
No.
that we'd like to check things out.
Okay, and then I heard something about getting rooms.
We said that we probably couldn't get information from the barkeep here unless we were getting rooms.
Okay, that... I didn't hear the first part. It got garbled.
Garbled.
Gerbil.
So do you guys just want to step out and go to the next thing instead of trying to glean information?
I mean, I don't know if we'd be able to get much information unless we are
Paying customers.
True.
I mean, I'm fine with staying here if we want to.
Well, maybe we should check out the other place anyway. Just
Check out both options and then...
Yeah.
See if the other one's quieter.
Or do you guys want to check to see if there's any rooms available here first before we go to the other one?
Well, I suppose that couldn't
That would
hurt.
make sense.
So the Thundering Lizard, they do have 7 beds available, and the beds cost 5 silver a piece per night.
Okay.
They are located in a common room. So basically, there's a room with like 20 beds in it.
Slumber party.
How much did you say it cost? per
Five.
bed?
5
silver.
silver.
What about the burrows?
Oh yeah, our pets. The lunch bunch.
Are they able to put those up for us?
They are, and that is going to be 3 silver each per night.
Let's check in with the other location just to be sure.
Okay. So you make your way through this large market. It's smaller than the Grand Sock, but it is an outdoor market. And you make your way to Kaya's House of Repose. And as soon as you walk in, it has a completely different vibe from the Thundering Lizard. It is much, much quieter, much more serene. And you are told that beds cost a gold a piece per night. And they do have one room that has 5 beds in it that is free.
Free or available?
Available.
Okay, I was like, why is it free? What's wrong with it? Is it full of spiders?
The cost of the donkeys.
It is going to be 3 silver each per night.
They couldn't just stay in the room with us?
Probably not.
No. They wouldn't be able to get inside to go to the room.
I mean, Echo personally would rather stay where we can have a secure room.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Be safer.
Leon also prefers the quiet. This bustling city is making her really unhappy.
I think we're better off here. Though we should probably have a drink over at the Thundering Lizard later.
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Okay. And,
Nesta perks up at that suggestion.
this
so
is
we're gonna
actually
see
where
it.
we're going to leave it tonight.
Yes.
Cool.
With you guys securing rooms at Kaya's House of Repose.
All right.
Thank you, everybody who watched. Join us next week, again at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, where we continue. Good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.